Welcome back to another Get Ready with Juanita. If you would like to see how I got this look today, please continue watching. Welcome back, guys. I'm just going to be doing just another Get Ready with me, just using, the products that I have in my collection. And there might be some new products I tried. It's sort of hard to figure out what's new and what's not anymore. So anyway, I just wanted to dive into my collection again and use some of these products again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off using my Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Now they've recently just reformulated this product. Apparently, there's some minor differences in like when you put it on. Apparently, I haven't tried it myself. And then there's but the overall effect that it gives apparently is pretty much the same as this one. So this is the true, like the original formula of the Luminous Silk. And a lot of people really, really love this foundation. I don't know exactly when the foundation came out, but it's been out for some time and been a real love for a lot of people over the years. Just because it wears well, it's light, it gives like a nice medium coverage and evens out the complexion. Um, I like, using this sort of for everyday wear. It's a nice formula. So, like, if I were to get glammed up, I'd probably use something with a bit more coverage, just because it's glam. And yeah, so I really like using this product. For my concealer today, I'm going to be using my Charlotte Tilbury. Um, it's the corrector in Fair, and I really like this product. I like putting it on with my finger though. It is so light and it has such lovely coverage. I really enjoy using this product. I'm just going to put a little bit over. But yeah, because it's given really good coverage, what I need, but something very light too. And I can sort of then spot conceal with it too, because like right here, I have some darkness right here in the corner. Most people do. Um, but I like to just sort of come down around here. I have some darkness there, and then on the other corner. And then I'll put some over my eyelid, especially this one because this one has my birthmark. And I'll just put a little bit more over the birthmark just to try to give me a bit more of a blank canvas. I'll also do around my nose with this product, just to give my nose a little bit more coverage as well, because this is a spot that wears off on my face the quickest, probably where most of the oil is produced as well. So I'm just gonna do that. Lovely. Just gonna go over this area again. Okay, there we go. All right, so now that I have that done, I'm just going to apply some bronzer. I think I'm going to use my Rare Beauty bronzer, and this one I think is in Happy Soul. It's been a while. Yeah, Happy Soul. And every time I go back to this, I don't have much left. I am down to my last little bit. Every time I go back to this product, though, it reminds me of how much, like, this is probably my favorite. It is like a cream to powder formula, and I just really enjoy how it looks, how it wears, how just easy it is to apply. So this is not a new product, but it's still like one of my faves. I just love this Rare Beauty bronzer. And I'll be honest, when I'm done with this, it will probably be a repurchase for me. That's how much I like it. So I'm just going to try to blend the edges out into, and then under my chin. There we go. It just blends out so effortlessly, and I just love the color it gives, and it lasts all day. But it dries down too. Like I wouldn't have to powder that because that's dry. I even got to tell you, my Luminous silk is as well, like to touch that. All right, guys, so let me see. Next, I think that I'm just going to work on my eyebrows just a little bit. I have really been enjoying the Refy brow sculpt. Let me just see. There we go. I'm just going to apply the brow sculpt in my brow. And this way, it has a little bit of time to set before I start doing any filling in. So I'll put that in and I'll sort of press that against just to help set it into place like so. All right, while that's setting, I'm going to go into my e.l.f. palette and I'll contour my nose next. And I think what I'm going to do, I've been using this more of a contour shade for my nose lately, and I sort of been enjoying it. So I'm just going to dip into this one again, because a real contour is cool. It's more gray, because a contour is about creating shadows, and that's how sort of that sculpt works. And then I like to do a Y right here, sort of to draw the eye down, and then a little bit right there just to minimize the tip of my nose. Not a lot, but it's just to help a little bit. Now I'm just going to take a second and really blend this in. There we go. And then I'm going to take the highlighter from this Sculpt palette, and I just love this highlighter for especially like highlights around my eyes or my nose. It's just so soft and subtle, and there's no like glitter or anything in it, so it's not really ooh, in your face. Okay, so now that I've got that done, I'm just going to go in with a pencil. What I'm going to do is work on this pencil here. So this is one of the products from Yes Style. It's a K-Beauty. It's fmgt Designing Eyebrow Pencil. And I got mine in an ash brown color. I find that this color really does suit sort of my coloring, where I'm salt and pepper. But it looks like I'm really going to be like in that gray area with my hair. So this pencil here, it feels waxy, which is not a bad thing. Now that's interesting, huh? All right. And now I've stored my Maybelline Build-A-Brow. I stored it so that it was like this, and that way, hopefully, it'll prevent the tip from leaking so much because I've been having a real problem. Okay, so yeah. So, I mean, physics would dictate, right? It's going to be fine just from, storing it so that the product isn't leaking out of the tip. Yep. And I'm really liking this so much more. So guys, if you guys have a problem with your pens leaking, store them so that the product is, away from the tip, and that way when you go to use it, the tip's not oversaturated and dripping everywhere. I'm just glad it didn't get on any of my clothes and ruin my clothes. There we go. Nice simple little brow. And another thing that I like to do is I'll use my number 2 multi-purpose pencil from Cheekbone Beauty. I really enjoy doing this step. So what I do is I'll go under my brow and just sort of carve it out from underneath. Like so. And then you can even just, like, I've used my finger before just to smooth that out, but I got my Morphe brush that I'm just going to use. I believe this is one of their concealer brushes, and I'm just going to spread that out, and just to ensure that that is what this is. Yep, concealer brush. So it looks like just like a paddle. So it's just to smooth out the that, and like it feels fine too, guys. I've never had any issues with using the multi-purpose pencil in that manner. Okay, that was a lot to get out. So for powders today, let me see. I think that I might go into the About Face powder. I haven't hauled it out in a couple of minutes. So let's get this baby out and use this. This is, ooh, I don't know why a lot spilled out. Oh, there you go. It'll sieve down. So there was like a bunch sitting on top, guys, like of the net. So I'm just trying to get it down a bit. And I'm just gonna use a little bit there just to do a little bit of setting. And like with the darkness of the contour on my nose, that'll settle down too after powdering and that throughout the process. There we go. I do like the About Face powder, guys. Their setting loose powder, really nice. Like, I like the component. It's really pretty, and the powder doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't really change the color of my makeup too much. So, and it doesn't feel dry, which is a big thing because where I got dry skin. Now, would this work for a lot of people with oily skin? It may not. But if anybody knows, please add a comment down below. But yeah, it's definitely good for normal to dry skin or more mature skin in my experience. So I'm just going to have a sip of water. Now I got to get something on my lips because my lips have been really dry. So I've been using this product from P. Louise, and it's just a really nice lip balm, guys. And my experience so far with it, wow, I really like this. This is a great lip balm. This one is in Hot Toddy, I believe. And I even like the flavor of it. It's not off-putting in any way. I've really been enjoying that product from P. Louise. Okay, So I'm there now, and I'm gonna just go off screen and I'll be back in a minute. Hey guys, I'm back. And while I was gone, I created this eyeshadow look, and I used the Starlight Society palette from Cosmic Beauty. You know what? They used to be called Cosmic Brushes, but then they switched to Cosmic Beauty like last year or something like that. And I still struggle with wanting to say Cosmic Brushes. It's so cute. Anyway, guys, really like, I mean, these eyeshadows, the quality, really great quality. So I'm just going to show you how I got this look. The first eyeshadow color that I used was this beautiful pink, and that is called Journal. And I used, it was my BK Beauty 202, my BK Beauty 202 brush. So I went into that beautiful light pink, and that's where I started. And I really went all the way out to the outer edge with this one. Oops. Yeah, it just reminds me just what a beautiful, beautiful formula this is. I mean, this pink here is a beautiful light pink, but it's buildable, and you definitely can make it show up just enough. I mean, I think it's just such a beautiful sort of transition color, and I'm just going to come under the eye all the way. Just do a bit more blending. Then I'm going to go into an Angie Hot and Flashy. It's an A, where is the number? Just a second. A504. So I'm going to use my A504, and I'm going to go into this gorgeous, it's such a deep, deep purple, and I'm just going to start packing it right here. Probably just should use a packer brush, but I'm just going to use this one, and I'm just going to dab it right here in the corner, and then I'm just going to start to build this out. And while I'm building it out, I'm going to be sort of keeping an eye on the shape that I create up here. So I'm going to blend that out. So I'll go back in and deepen it a bit more, and then start doing my blending out until I get the shape that is similar to my other eye. So I'm just going to blend, blend, blend. And sometimes, like where I've used this brush once on my other eye, I'm just going to wipe it off, just so that, you know, the product that I am blending out, it's not too deep in color. I want it to transition out into that pretty pink and to be lighter out here. So just blending it into that beautiful pink. Just wipe my brush again. And always keep in mind, they're sisters and they're not twins. Identical twins. They could be fraternal twins. Okay, anyway. Just want to fill this in properly. Good. And I'm just going to, again, come back over here and just make sure I'm keeping things nice and similar. And it is, because some of that is the shimmer too. Just gonna lovely. Now I'm gonna go in with my glitter primer from NYX. Boop. It's great now because when I started looking for glitter primers, like I couldn't find anything except for this one. And then other companies started making some really good ones, though. So that's great. Like, I think Gourmand Girls, they've got a nice one. But there's lots of other brands too. I can't think off the top of my head, but I know I've seen lots of other brands come out with some glitter primer now, which is great. So anyway, guys, I'm just going to come back here now, and I'm going to start off with this beautiful shimmer here. So I'm just going to grab, this is a packing brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to grab the, so I'll just keep building it up until I'm happy, and then sort of bring it right over. And then I'm going to go just under right here, just to get some shimmer, just so that, you know, when you're out and about, you got a little something there just to capture the light. Well, for me. There we go. Awesome. I'm liking that. And then I'm going to go into this more burgundy shimmer right here. I'm just going to take a little tiny bit. This one here is, I can see different shifts in it, and I'm going to merge right between that dark and the lighter purple shimmer, and I'm just going to do that. Then I'll take a little bit more of the light and go right back here. Then I'm going to go back to that really tiny Angie. What is this one again? Oh, there's A504. I'm going to go back into this one, go back into that beautiful deep purple, and I'm just going to deepen this out again and merge everything together there, just so that it all sort of transitions. Awesome. Give that a little wipe. And now for my lower liner, I'm actually going to go into this burgundy. Yeah, this beautiful burgundy. Lovely. And I'm going to add a little bit to my upper waterline as well. They'll meet right here in the corner. Then I'm going to take a blending brush from Refy. This is the, I think it's 03. And I'm just going to blend this out. Lovely. Happy with that. Now, I'm really liking this look, but I'm going to go back into my e.l.f. palette because I want to use the highlighter, this beautiful highlighter right here, which is almost gone. I'm just going to highlight my bone, my eyebrow bone up high, just right next to the eyebrow. And then I'm going to use a little bit on my inner corner just to brighten this up. And then I'm going to bring it just slightly around the corner. There we go. And right here and up around the corner just slightly, just to brighten this up. Lovely. So let's go into my infallible from L'Oreal for the bronzer, powder bronzer. Just grab a little brush here, and I'm just gonna, there we go. Do a little bit around there. Awesome. Yes. So for my blush today, I'm going to go into my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood blush and highlighter. This is such a pretty color. Really beautiful little palette this is, guys. I love this blush. It is so pretty. There we go. I really like that. Plus, I'm going to now go into that beautiful highlighter. So this here is a Morphe brush. It's, I think it's M281, I believe. And it's a powder highlighter brush. Okay. I'm just going to go right here. And let's see. I like these types of highlighters because they're very subtle and just gives your, I'll put some up here and a little bit down here, and I've got some on my nose. Yep. Very pretty. All right. And so I'm just going to go in with my finishing powder. I'm just going to go into the center of my face with the Charlotte Tilbury, sort of just along here in the center. And then on the outer portion, I'm going to use my Morphe powder, the Veil. These are like their new ones that just came out a few months ago. But these leave a really pretty glow. Leaves a very pretty glow. So I'll just use, actually, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this nice big brush just to go in this. And I'm just going to go around the outer parts of my perimeter because this here has a very pretty pearlescent glow to it. I don't want it in the middle of my face, but on the outside, the outskirts of my face, I do. And because it's sort of bringing some life back into my products. So there's a way to figure out how to use most products. So for my setting spray today, you know what? I've had good experience so far with the Milk Hydro Grip. It's been really pretty and it's helping my makeup last all day. I haven't had a problem, but again, I have normal to dry leaning skin and more mature skin where I'm in my 50s. Oh, such a pretty mist. So guys, I'm just gonna go off camera and get my mascara on and just sort of complete my look, and I'll be right back. Well guys, I'm back and I have my makeup complete. So for my mascara today, I used the Maybelline Colossal Bubble in the shade black, and I gotta say, I'm really liking this mascara. I'm not having any problems with it. I've seen some people not like it, but you know, it's gone very viral. And I've gotta say, like for me, um, it's working great. So, and I've had no problems with wear time so far, but I gotta keep using it. So we'll see where that goes. Also for my lips, I used the berry shade from Makeup Forever lip liner, and I sort of blended that out, and on top of that I used, where did I put it? I had it too. Oh, here it is. Okay. I used a Fenty lip balm. It's a Fenty Skin in, I think it's dragon fruit. I just love the smell of this. It's so nice. But yeah, that's what I got on my lips for today. I gotta say, I really enjoyed how my makeup look turned out. And you know, so I'm loving Cosmic Beauty's Starlight Society palette, and I'm going to keep having fun with it. It's so much fun. Anyway, guys, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and that way you're notified of any future video uploads. And if you enjoyed today's content, give my video a like. I'd be so grateful. And leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Anyway, I gotta say, I'm feeling good and I'm ready for my day, and I wish all of you guys a good day too. Bye.